I bid you all good morning, good evening, and good night to wherever you're watching this transmission. It is I, Mike Martins. I was out getting the barbecue cleaned in the backyard. We're getting ready for a little bit of home barbecue to kind of kill the tension here in the house. Been in lockdown for a while. Guys, don't forget to go to the channel and watch Mike in the Night Mind Games from 2 days ago. We had 14 to 15 callers all over the Commonwealth from New Zealand, Australia, the United Kingdom, Canada, and parts of the United States, giving us a kind of rundown on how this is psychologically impacting them. The episode is called, it's on my channel, and it's under Mike in the Night, The New Generation, Mike in the Night Mind Games. Check that out. Got a lot of feedback on that one. And last night I did I couldn't sleep, so I did a Mike in the Night Shadows in the Streetlights edition where people called in from everywhere giving their points of views. And I just did a video for testing for Covey going down, face mask wars, food price hike, and Ecuador ravaged by Covey. So here it is, guys. Don't forget to set your reminders for trends in the housing market tomorrow and Mike in the Night on Saturday, Save a Prayer for Me edition. All right, so we went over the Covey numbers and what's happening with Covey and how it's been making its rounds like it's gonna. And unfortunately, I don't know which government's going to stand up and say, we don't know what the heck we're doing. We don't know what we're testing for, but there is something going around and it's taking out people. It's taking out a lot of people. So we don't know, but they don't want to put fear into the people. So today I got a very special email from a viewer from Mississippi. And I've been in touch with her for back and forth for 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe, a couple of weeks. And asking her to come on the show, but she's in fear from her employer coming on the show and discussing. So she wrote me a heartfelt email, and here it is. It says, Mike Martins, hope this message finds you well. We have been in contact for a short time now, but I would like for y'all to hear my email on your channel. I'm an OR nurse in Mississippi for 18 years, and now I have been moved to ICU full-time. You're right, Mike. It's a strange phenomena and eerie, unsettling presence that came to us here. You could smell a death. It's very overwhelming. We have called in past employees. We have called in past employees and even janitors who have been retired for years. Over yonder, we will be out of beds in the ICU by April 22nd, in my opinion. We are looking to convert other hospital wings into ventilator rooms as this sickness broadens. We have canceled many surgeries in the midst of this silent death. Hush up is what our bosses are asking us to do and keep what we see to ourselves. I am going back to work now, Mike. Then it says postscript. Bless your heart. Mike, as for your last email to me, our hospital does have masks and gloves. I was shocked when you wanted to mail me several boxes from Canada. You're a pretty peach, Mike. And that's the email there. So here it is, guys. She is saying that by mid to end April, they'll be out of hospital beds or places for people. And that's when you see the breakdown in the medical system, which is very, very scary. So this is from Jackson, Mississippi. This is the latest that we have here. 177 new cases, 8 deaths in Mississippi. Reported 177 new cases to Covey and 8 new deaths Tuesday morning. Since March 11, the Mississippi State Department of Health, MSDH, has confirmed 1,915 cases and 59 deaths. So here it is. That's weather. Let's see what this guy has to say here.
177 new cases with 8 deaths. State health leaders now concerned because new data shows a racial disparity among the 59 deaths in the state. First, the people who died are among the most vulnerable population, the elderly.
Yes.
And more African American.
See, they're keeping the elderly basically under watch because this. But we've been reading numbers on the show. I was just upstairs washing my hands, grabbing myself a glass of water, and I was overhearing the news. In Toronto, a lady that's 20 years old passed away from this yesterday in Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Americans who had underlying health conditions died from the virus, and one of the state's top doctors reissued a warning to...
So what's happening is this thing takes all your immunity away to fight off this. And if you have underlying conditions, it makes it worse.
everyone.
Don't get tested, and then while you're sick, go to work or go to the grocery store or do some of the other activities that you would normally do that you would think of as essential during your daily life. Stay home if you've been tested.
170.
So that's that there. And let's get over to Covey in Mississippi. 177 new cases, 8 deaths reported Tuesday. That's today's date. And we got ads running on this like full time. And let's see if this ad closes up here. So it says the Mississippi State Department of Health announced 177 new cases of Covey in Mississippi Tuesday and 8 additional deaths, bringing the state's total cases to 1,915 with 59 deaths. So who's tested and who's not tested? Here it is. Stay-at-home orders leaves. So there it is. It looks like they closed certain parks. There's a park there closed. I don't know why this thing's not expanding. But there's a park closed there. And some of the water is closed off. Madison Landing. It looks like did they close it off? Or people are going fishing there. Remember, fishing is a big deal in the South. And using water. So boat ramp closed off. So more people are still coming together over time, like not meeting up, but just being at the same place at the same time, which is not good. April 4th update. So COVID-19 deaths in Mississippi rise to 35, could reach, this is why I'm picking this one, could reach 1,000. Confirmed Covey cases rose to 1,455 today. Mississippi State Department of Health adding 97 more infected people to its official tally. Previous generations were called to world wars, Reeves said in his open press conference yesterday. We are called out to stay at home for a while. Reeves drew criticism for not issuing a statewide stay-at-home order sooner, but he did. And for about face on Wednesday, as COVID-19 cases continue to dramatically rise in Mississippi, his original executive order defined numerous essential businesses that should stay open. So it's the same thing that's happening, and this is rewriting history. Remember, guys, 102, was it 102? Yeah, 102 years ago, we've had this problem, right? We faced this problem 102 years ago. And COVID-19 outbreak predicted to peak in April 18th. According to this email, by April 22nd, what she's saying here, that they'll be out of beds, the hospital.
As we enter what we believe to be some very dangerous, deadly weeks ahead.
The latest predictions have Mississippi seeing its peak in coronavirus illnesses within 2 weeks.
They predict that we are approximately 12 days away from peak resource use, and that would be approximately April the 18th.
The state has developed a surge plan to deal with the increase in COVID-19 patients. Based on that plan, Mississippi could be short nearly 400 beds.
There you go.
Could need at least 3,392 total beds for patients at our peak. We currently have 3,000 available.
The state developed a capacity increase plan that includes hospital decompression, canceling all elective procedures, a statewide COVID-19 system of care through patient transfers to ensure those who need acute care can get it, and alternate care sites, a site in North Mississippi and one in South Mississippi.
So they're setting up for this to they're putting in a lot of safety nets as much as possible. They're trying their best, guys.
With a 200-bed capacity each.
Remember that all of this is aimed at preventing our healthcare system from becoming overloaded at the top of the curve. We are getting closer and closer to that moment by the day.
The governor says you will not have to pay for COVID-19 treatment in a Mississippi hospital.
That's good news. So don't worry, guys. If you feel like you need to be tested, get tested. If you feel like, remember,
Recipients are
guys,
stepping up.
just keeping up with basics. Let's rewrite history here a bit. Last night, you want to watch Mike in the Night, Shadows in the Streetlights edition, because we actually discuss 102 years ago what happened, how to dodge the flu, stay at home, wash your hands, make your masks. This is history being rewritten. Keep your feet and clothing dry. Avoid crowds. Protect your nose and mouth in presence of sneezes. Gargle your throat 3 times a day with mild to antiseptic. Don't negate a cold. Keep as much as possible in the sunshine. Don't get scared. So there's so many articles we were covering last night on the show. A lot of people were shocked to see how a lot of the news briefs and the news how it correlates with what's happening today. This is the corporation of the city of Kelowna. I put this on my channel. Notice hereby given that in order to prevent the spread of Spanish influenza, all schools, public health, and private churches, there are theaters, moving picture halls, pool rooms, and other places of amusement and lodge meetings are to be closed until further notice. All public gatherings of 10 or more are prohibited. 19th of October, 1918. Kelowna, BC. So it's almost like, again, 102 years ago, we're seeing it be rewritten, being kind of brought back. Kind of, look, how to prevent influenza, how to make your own masks. Watch this episode, guys, from last night. It's called Mike in the Night, Shadows in the Streetlights. You want to watch this one because we do go over how history does repeat itself quite a few times when we forget. But this is something we don't know what we're dealing with. And like I said, on the last week of December, when this started to kind of break news in China, and when basically Taiwan was basically unloading on it, Indian media was unloading on this, we were here, and you could see the Covey videos here piling up. I think we're up to 46 videos now, and I just want to make sure, we on the channel want to make sure that people wash their hands. Just keep a distance. Stay at home. Read a book. Watch movies on your phone. 100 years ago, it would be different. You'd want to get out and play shuffleboard. You'd want to get out and play chess at the park. Nowadays, you could do all that on your phone. You know what I'm saying? 100 years ago, it was a lot harder. People read a lot 100 years ago. Pick up a book. It's full of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for the email. And guys, send me show tips here to my Facebook. All the links are up top. If you want to support me on Patreon, go ahead, buy a t-shirt on Teespring. And if you guys want to message me on Instagram, all links are up top here on the channel. And go ahead and send me what you guys want me to read on the show, or what you guys think you could add to the show. Don't forget, guys, to call in on Mike of the Night. Mike of the Night on the last Saturday, we had about 14 to 16. I think it was 17 callers that called in from all over the Commonwealth to give us an insight on what they think of this. Want to be on the show? No problem. Just message me on Skype. Let me know. Comment below. Thanks for watching, and we shall talk soon. Thank you so much, and God bless.